Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Johnny B, aka JB Diamond Hands. And firstly, I just want to apologize for my lack of content. I've been a bit sick and I just haven't had the headspace to make a video and any content. So here I am. I'm going to be doing an update. They've got quite a few changes since my last video, so I'm going to go over a few things that I found. Just also with the GUS and TUS price. Is the game still valuable to play? Worth it to play? So I'm going to go through all that today, and a few other things that I've been busy with. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Okay, so the first few things I want to go over, I'm going to go over the changes under the Crabada section. So, under the Crabada section. So here, you can actually see now, they've actually turned primes into, they've changed their faction. So Prime is no longer in the Lux faction, they are now under the Fairy faction. So that's I don't know what to actually make of that. They're obviously doing a rebalancing, so it's obviously maybe keep the game alive, but we'll wait and see how that affects everyone's gameplay and what is still to come from that. They've also moved the bulks are now under the Trench faction, so they are no longer under Ore. So that's the other change. Then, to be honest, I've actually stepped back a little bit from Crabada because I've got to look at what's generating me. I've got to focus my time on what's going to make me more money. And at the moment, if you look at the GUS, since they introduced the GUS price, it's not been very good. So to be honest, I wish they would have just left it the way it was. I was optimistic at the beginning. I thought it would be a 1-to-1 ratio, but if you look at it now, if you get 1,000 GUS, it's costing you 340. You get 346 TUS out of it, which is now the rewards have been divided by 3 again. So not only do we face a TUS reduced price, we're now facing that the TUS is now reduced by 3. So my only hopes, my hopes with this game is that when the next bull run kicks in, because obviously we've been set back quite a bit by FTX and that whole FTX debacle. Obviously, if you don't know about it, the FTX, the third largest exchange, crashed. They were doing a whole lot of dodgy dealings behind closed doors with Alameda. You should know about it. It's huge news. So I think once we rebuild from that, and this game, if the game is still around, then I think this game will have some legs to stand on. But at the moment, I can't focus my energy on a game that is now further depleted our rewards. So yeah, it's sad. We used to have TUS at 38 cents back in February this year, which was crazy, and now everything's completely changed. So it sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. So one thing that you should do, which is what I've done now, is every time you invest in something, just write off that money, and if it actually does come back, then fantastic. If not, then you've written it off, and you've got to take your emotions out of it, and that's what a lot of people have not been able to do successfully. They will be focused on this so much, and it's just not worth your time and effort because it's out of your control. So I'm not playing as much as I used to. I used to make sure I got all my mines done with all my crabs and that, but it's just I just can't focus my energy on something that's not generating me money. So I am just going to go through a couple of the changes that they've made. So the arena is actually where the money is at the moment. So I was reading somewhere, I will find it, I'll put a link into the article that if you rank high in the arenas, you can actually win $250 in USDC. That was where I was reading it. With all these rewards based, you get 250. It adds up to like $250 if you come first. So that's not bad. That's but I mean the chances that's only one person. It's not like the majority of people are going to get it, or even a minority of people. So that's one thing. Then they've introduced a shop, which is pretty cool. The shop basically allows when you are doing the arena mode. I'll show a quick fight here. Let's just I'm gonna lose one of these unless there's an easy one. So I will fight this one, and one very cool thing that they've done is they have put in a speed toggle, so you can now increase your speed of your fight, which is very welcome. So it just makes things go a lot quicker. And then once you've won this fight, you now get a second reward. It's called medals. And the medals, the point of this was that the medals you can spend in that shop. So I'll show you now what you can buy, and I'm also going to show you how those pearls work. All interesting things that I've sort of figured out along the way. You may already know it. I'm going to repeat it, so if you do know it, I apologize. And so there you see you've now won this 12 medals, and you got your 10 arena points. So what you can do with these medals is purchase these items here. So if you want, you can purchase 200 pearls, and what you do with those pearls is pretty interesting. You use those pearls to power up your weapons that you forge. So if you go into the forge section and you click power up over here, you can now, for example, power up this piece of equipment. You can see that it's got so swords and shields. Some of them you can't power up because they're rare. So for example, if I wanted to power this up, that would make it a +2 then, this shield a +2. So what I would do then is, okay, let me power that up. It's going to cost me 50 pearls. Click power up, and now it's made that sword a +2. So, and then I'll do the same with the shield. I'll power it up as well, and it's obviously using 50 pearls and 10 gems. So it's obviously just to make your crabs stronger. So that's why if you've got some crabs I've battled level 50 on my level 100 crabs, and they've beaten me, and it's obviously because they've got higher powered equipment. So back to the shop here, I'm actually looking at purchasing. I want to get some of these that already comes with +8. So I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. I was going to save up for this one, so I've got 3,500. I was going to save up for this +15 box, but you're not guaranteed. You don't know what you're going to get with these. So I may just get 2 of these or 1 of these. I'm not sure yet. Haven't decided. So this is a legendary equipment box. So if you go here under the forging section, you can see here if you want to craft a legendary equipment box, then you can check. It's very similar here. You can actually pick what you want to get and what it does. So the interesting thing about this is what I learned as well is you just got to look at what these icons mean. So if you click on the little eye over here, it'll tell you. So the first 3 is for these 3 here, 1, 2, 3. So let's just go with those. So the first one means your secrets of the samurai. So basically your attack is increased by 15%, and then your additional what your other crabs get, they'll also get 10% additional attack. And then you've got Bond of Champions, so basically increases the defense by 15% on the base stat, and then all the other crabs in the team get 10% as well. Then you've got the Norsebringer, which is increasing their HP to 15% to the base stat, and then all the other crabs get 10%. And then obviously as you increase the sword to +1, +2, +3, then it increases that. And then you've obviously just got to pick a class as to who this applies for. So you've also got to bear in mind what crab are you going to use the weapon for. So for example now, if I wanted to use it for this guy, I would need to just make sure that, you see, he's quite a mixed range, so I just want to make sure that his body parts are going to work with what I select here when I'm forging. So if I'm making a defense, a helmet for it, I want to do a shield, and I want to use that under a rare. It's going to cost me more to make, but I'm now going to use it. I want it for an organic and for a prime, or for a, take that off, a trench. So yeah, it's just a matter of playing around, reading what these each mean. What does the cross mean? So if you want to know what does the cross mean, Tales of Anubis, so it basically increases their base critical damage by 50%, and then it gives the other crabs in the team 20%. So it's pretty cool. It's very similar to Axie Infinity. I don't know where this game is going to go long term. If the devs are still here and they're still developing, I think it could bounce back. But at this stage, I'm going to keep my account going. I'll just carry on doing the bare minimum that I can do when I've got some free time. And yeah, so I'll keep following, and I'll make a video. Probably going to boil it down to maybe once every 2 weeks, once a month, on changes that they've made. I haven't even explored adventure mode since the changes. I mean, they've dramatically reduced and balanced things out in the game. So it's they've made it a whole new learning curve now to actually go and learn everything again. And so they've kept it interesting. It's good. I'm just not happy with the GUS introduction, because it's completely, if we had diminished returns already, now we've got diminished returns divided by 3. So it's super frustrating. I've actually saved up quite a ton of pearls to upgrade. I'm actually going to rebalance my crabs. Probably going to do it over the December holidays, when I've got time off work, and work commitments have just not allowed me to do anything in terms of video making, being sick as well. So yeah, so what I actually want to show you as well is they've got this quest. So every day you will do certain items. So for example, you open 3 chests, you get 100 shells. You spend 1 spinach, you get 100 shells. And then when you open these, when you do all these, you will get extra. You'll get extra rewards on each of these. So it has been kind of fun to play. So I'm not at this stage. I'm not looking at it as a money-making game, which it was in the beginning. So I actually do enjoy it, and the strategies, and the weekly challenges. It's nice to get involved with that. Also, the community, the devs, they're a good team. But at the end of the day, it boils down to what's going to generate you the most money, and at this stage, it's not Crabada. Unless you've got a bot and you've got thousands of crabs that are just running the bot, then then that can generate you money. But again, then once you're bridging across from one to the other, so now you've got a bridge from Swimmer back to the Avalanche network to get your conversions, to convert it to USDC. It's still then it costs you for bridging. So it's quite a lot has changed. I'm going to show you now. This is the Medium article that came out. It's their birthday week, and they've got some prizes you can win, a lot of things you can, they're giving away for free. I'll put this article in the description below, and you can, give it a read, go through it. It's basically just telling you what they've balanced out you know, who they've swapped, they've moved things. So now it's just an update. So again, with the factions, so the factions have not changed. It's just the what crabs are in each faction. So it's just 2 for now. So your surge is now on its own, or but they've rebalanced their crabs. So now I'm going to actually take these two top crabs, because they're not mixed. So the way things are going now is you need your mixed crabs. So if you look here under the under my account management, which is what I wanted to show you. While that's loading, I will just so back when I was oh no, yeah, okay, just got to log in. Okay, so yeah, they introduced the USDC onto that, so you can basically convert. You could load USDC on here. That was something that just popped up there. I thought I would show you. I'm yet to actually use it, to actually get any USDC on this. So I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work yet. I know there's going to be a bridging. There will be a bridge of some sort, because you know not everyone's going to accept USDC on the Swimmer network, so it would have to be bridged over to the Ethereum network or the Avalanche network, and then you know over time maybe they'll introduce these. Because how I used to cash out before, I was convert TUS to USDC on Trader Joe, and then from Trader Joe I would send it to crypto.com, and then from .com then I could spend it, or put it back into other wallets or whatever. But now obviously that's I'm gonna have to convert it all back to I'll probably still do the same, but I'm not sure where you can bridge, because the spandex, it doesn't allow you to do anything. You can't convert GUS directly into USDC. So see, there's no USDC options here under this spandex conversion tool that they've made. So we will see. You would have to bridge it here. So there's under the swimmer bridge, you'd have to bridge it somehow. And let's see here if there's actually a conversion to USDC. Okay, so let's say I wanted to convert CRA USDC. Okay, so from SwimmerNet back to Avalanche, you see, and then you've got your cross-chain fee, which is 2,000 TUS. This used to be like 100 TUS. Now 2,053. Granted, that's not a lot, but still, you'd have to. That would be 6,000 GUS. So let's just see what it would cost if I'm still going to cost you the 2,000. So yeah, once I figure that out, I'll make a video directly on that. But yeah, what I wanted to show you here under the crabs, let me go into my inventory. So if you look here now, you can see here you've got these 3 items here, these 3 icons on this crab. So now this is obviously a mixed crab. It's got multiple different breeds in it. If you look at the DNA, it's got Bitcoin, it's got Surge, it's got Treasure, it's got Krellman. There's a whole range of things. So, and if you look here under these 3, so these 3 icons, to me, it makes sense that they are going to be more powerful, because they can, adapt easier to taking a sword, a head, a helmet, and a shield. Whereas if you look at the other ones, they've only got 2 and 1. So I'm going to sell these. These are my crabs that I'm going to sell. But let's look under the equipment, materials. Okay, yeah, so these are my material chests, not for sale. So yes, another way of you getting USDC on here was to actually sell this. So I withdrew these chests off my game, and when I withdrew them, I wasn't sure how to sell them, what to do. So, I mean, how much do you sell them for? So if you go under the marketplace, you can see here you can buy them with USDC. So let's go here under materials chest. So I don't know why somebody would want to buy materials chest. They could just make them their own in the they could just make their own in the game. Just do a couple of mines, and when you're mining under the mine zone, you get these chests. But I suppose maybe there's people who want to get more, and here this is where you would pay $1.96 for 516 chests. So you would now need to actually have. There's 560. So this is not a bad price actually. So if you click here, so there's for 30. It's less than a cent. It seems like you're gonna get 516 of those chests. So if you buy that, let's see, 516. Okay, so for $2, you're gonna get 516 chests. Okay, so that price was obviously per chest, and this person is selling 516 chests. So there's another way you can make money. You can generate money by going mining all day, collecting your chests, and then bring them here and sell them, and then you'll get your USDC under your wallet here. So there would be your USDC. Then you would have to come to Swimmer, and you would have to bridge your USDC that you make onto the Avalanche network in order to send it to .com or to make it usable in the real world, the real crypto world, that is. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Apologize if this video is not what you wanted to hear, but yeah, such is life. The gravy train was come to an end a long time ago. I thought, we would get a lot more changes in terms of in terms of this GUS turnaround, but obviously that has now backfired as well. Even if you look here quickly at the TUS price, let me just make this smaller. I've got to hand it to these YouTubers. It's a massive ordeal to make YouTube videos, and I now understand why they go live instead of doing it, making all these videos. It's a lot of effort. You can see I do some crypto trading on the side. Just go here. Okay. So if you look at the TUS price, is what I wanted to show you. The TUS price has had, I mean, it's not even, it's a fraction of a penny. It's seriously dropped. So this is the 1 hour time frame, and then go to the weekly. I mean, you can see where we were. That was at its, obviously this is back in April. Back 19 cents. Geez, I wish we can go back to 1 cent. But if you look here under the weekly, it's technically just stayed the same. I mean, it's gone from up to 002, 0002, but I mean, now we're technically at its worst. But on the other hand, it could mean that, we've bottomed out and we go up from here. So I'm actually just going to leave my crabs. I'm going to sell a few that I don't want anymore. There's quite a bit to manage. I think I've got like 40 or 50 crabs. I can't remember. How many did I have there? I think I got 40. 36 plus 5, yeah. So I got 41. So on that, I'm going to find the ones that have 3. So you can actually filter them out here. So if you go Crabada class, and then you can choose with a weapon, helmet, and shield, and you can actually choose what you want. You can filter them out to be having with a shield, what class, what horn. So you can actually get very specific in terms of crafting. When you're crafting your game, your items over here, your helmet there, and you would say, right, I'm looking for the helmet, and you can choose which body part and which eye, because that will affect if you get extra stats on that weapon. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and that's how I'm going to play it. I may change things in a month. We'll see what happens. I'll make a new video when that's done. Then I have also, which is actually pretty interesting, I'll show you what I've been doing for the World Cup. I have been on the OKX exchange. And on the OKX exchange, you can stake. Sorry, not stake. You can get a free NFT. So you have to have $10 per NFT, and in the NFT, you'll see I've staked $30, so I've got 3 of them. And let me just find where they are. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the NFT. I mean, with the OKX exchange. I've just done it. So if I click on wallet. Oh yeah. So the one nice thing that I do like about OKX is they've got their exchange is more is split from their. So the exchange is split from their wallet. So your wallet is actually a self-custody wallet, so you control whatever's in the funds or in this wallet is you control. So whereas that whole FTX scandal, whatever was in your FTX wallet was not actually yours because you didn't own the keys to it. So guys, just please practice safe crypto. Whatever you have, make sure you own the keys to it. Treat your exchange like I learned this on Crypto Banter. Treat your exchange like you would an escort house. So get in, do what you got to do, and get out. So if you're trading, obviously you're going to have to leave money on the exchange. But if you're not trading and you're just holding, move your stuff onto a ledger or onto a trust wallet or onto a wallet like OKX. But it's got to be a wallet that you control the assets, not anybody else. So here, just to come back to this, I've minted 3 of these. So if you go under the mint section, you'll come here under the football cup. Under the wallet, you'll deposit your money. And for each NFT, you would need to just stake $10, and then after the World Cup's over, you get that $10 back, and then you can actually get into a prize pool. There's a whole bunch of prizes you can win. So if you have the NFT, for example, I've got the German one. My heritage is from Germany. You can come here and look, and you can see, right, if you own this, you can actually win part of the prize pool. Which is pretty cool. So we'll see what that happens. Just a bit of fun. I've got the Dutch heritage as well in my family, so I've got I bought the Dutch one, and then I just picked Argentina because Brazil was taken. Although Brazil, you can see how this one dropped dramatically in price because Argentina lost yesterday. So that's what I've been doing. A little bit of fun. It's not going to make me a millionaire, but we will see what happens. There's one other thing I wanted to show you was I have started another YouTube channel just to test some passive income. So what I've done is I've actually, let me show you what I've done. It's just literally having background music. So I've got a whole lot of playlists that I'm uploading, and basically it's just background music. let me show you what it is. So it's background music that you will play in the background. Just let it play, and hopefully it's going to generate some form of revenue for me in the long run. These things take so much time. So if you could just subscribe to the channel, listen to the playlist in the background while you're studying or while you working or crabadaing, and okay, so here it is. It's called Smooth Grooves. So this is my first one. I did it about 3 weeks ago. Don't have many subscribers on here. You could subscribe, and I'm going to be uploading a playlist. I'm going to do one a week, and literally it's literally just some background music. There'll be different ones every week. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Hopefully you could support me on that, and hope you all have a wonderful afternoon or day or morning wherever you are, and until the next video, cheers everyone, bye bye.